Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 48. I think it's 48. Where did my pen go? So be sure to say something. Let me know that you're on so I can give you guys a shout out. Tonight we're going to talk about what are the responsibilities of a good real estate agent. What's up, Tyrell? Thanks for jumping on. Hit the like button, love button, share this out. You don't want to be selfish with the information. So I want to share with you not only what makes a good agent, but also what makes a good client, because that's important as well. What's up, Edgardo? Thank you for joining. I'm going to go over what our responsibilities are of an agent first, and then I'm going to kind of explain to you why you have kind of the same responsibilities if you're hiring me as your agent, and the reasons behind it. So first, it's good. These are our responsibilities when you sign with an agent or a broker, how we're supposed to take care of you as your representative. First, there's accounting. The agent must account for all funds entrusted to his or her and not commingle customer funds. That's one. Number two, care. The agent must use all of their skills to the best of their... I need to move so I can read this. Even to the side. The agent must use all their skills to the best of their ability on the behalf of your client. Number one, I'm supposed to make sure that I meet your real estate needs. Hold on. I'm supposed to look after you. I'm supposed to take care of you. You are my client. You are the person that I'm representing. I am your face. I have the knowledge. I'm speaking for you and negotiating for you on your behalf. So it's my job to make sure that I take care of you and help you meet your real estate goals. But on the other side of that, I expect the same thing in return. I expect an open, honest communication with my clients, because ultimately, whatever you think you might be withholding for whatever reason, it's going to come to light in a real estate transaction, especially in regards to finances, anything going on with the house. You have to be honest. If you're renting, you have to be honest about your credit situation. I ask people from day one. I go over the whole list of qualifications. Hey, Eric, what's going on? When I first talk with someone over the phone, I explain to them they're going to screen you for credit, rental, and criminal history. This is a rental. So with that being said, that would be the time for you to speak up and say, hey, I have an eviction. I have this. I have that. Because I'm going to find out. And the reason that I say those things is so someone can speak up and say, here's what I have, and then I explain to them, here's how we can address it. But if you don't tell me that, number one, I look stupid when I go to the other agent and they tell me that you had this or you had that. And then two, you've kind of, if you didn't put it on the application, you've lied, you've hidden it, and I can't address it because now it looks bad. But usually if someone comes to me and tells me I have this situation or that situation, I'll explain to them what we can do to fix it or how we can get around it, possibly. Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining. Rinshin, I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thank you guys for joining. Be sure to share this out. Talking about agent responsibilities this evening and client responsibilities. So if you guys have anything to say, please, please, please ask questions, engage with me. That's why I do this. So I can bring value to you guys, and I love getting questions so I can help you. But I expect the same open, honest communication on both sides of it. I don't want to just tell you everything and you guys not share with me, because it makes, like I said, it makes it really hard. I'm putting my license on the line for a deal, for every deal that I do, which is my income. So I take it very seriously. I'm also putting my reputation on the line. And when I look stupid, I don't blame anyone else. I take full responsibility for not asking a question in the way that I should have asked it. But I would like it if I get the same respect that I give to everyone else. So bottom line is, I'm using my skills to help you and to represent you to meet your needs, and I expect that same thing. Just an open, honest communication with everyone, and know that I have to be confidential with the information that you share with me. But also, I mean, what kind of agent would I be if I wasn't? our responsibility says the agent must keep confidential any information given to her by her client. They write this into her like all agents are hers. There could be some men out there. Especially information that may be damaging to the client in a negotiation. I keep all information confidential that you share with me. I don't share it out if, there's situations, we talk in generalities, but I never name names. I never share information that could be pertinent to the deal. That's all. I'd rather not share it than share it. And if I have a question, I'm going to go to my broker and say, is this something that I have to share? Is this something, what's your opinion? So the point is, we have to keep your information confidential. We're not allowed to talk about it with anybody unless it's pertinent to the deal. And you have to understand that when you're hiring someone, they're also probably going to be, I always call myself a firefighter, a psychologist. I wear many hats, and a friend. Because once you go on your contract, you kind of get to know your clients very well. You have to know a lot of the financial information. And you have to understand and be able to trust them. So at the same time, I want that trust. I want to be able to trust my clients, and I don't want to look stupid negotiating with someone and then something coming up and them thinking that I lied, because I'm a very transparent person. I'm very open and honest, and I want the same thing back. We'll talk about disclosure. This is another duty of an agent. Agent must disclose to the client any information she receives that may benefit the client's position in a negotiation. I think this is pretty obvious. It's one of those duh. I'm working on your behalf, so I have to tell you what's going to work in your best interest in the negotiation piece. You have to know what the right time is to disclose things, and that's very important. That's part of being experienced and being up to date on negotiation, because if you say something too early, you could hurt yourself. Like, for example, when you're writing a contract and I'm representing a buyer, I don't want to give an approval letter that says you're approved up to $400,000 if we're bidding on a house that's $350,000. That takes away all of our negotiation. We want to write the approval letter for exactly the amount that we're submitting the offer for, so that way they don't know how much you can afford, and we can use that to negotiate in the deal. So just some things. Those are negotiation tactics that can be used to help you get a better price. Loyalty. It says the agent owes undivided loyalty to the client and puts the client's interest above her own. Again, that's like, if you don't put your client's needs above your own, then I don't know what you're doing, because you're representing them. Yes, we are getting paid. That is our job. But at the same time, we're doing this to help someone meet their real estate needs. So it's extremely important that you're loyal to them before yourself. It's like anything you do, you're in a service industry. You're helping someone. You cannot be selfish and put yourself first. You will not be doing this for very long. You have to be loyal and, again, unselfish and obedient. I feel like I'm reading commandments. Loyal, obedient. It says the agent must obey all lawful orders that the client gives her. As long as they're legal, you have to do what your client wishes. And I say legal and ethical. If they're unethical or illegal, I'm just going to have to fire that client. I don't do anything that's going to put my license at jeopardy. So again, I say you owe the same to your agent, because they're putting their livelihood on the line for you. So you want to have that open, honest communication. And you want to make sure that you're respecting one another, what you're doing for one another. You're working together in a business deal. So a lot of people aren't very ethical or moral in business deals, but I am, and I give what I expect to get back. So these are the things that are important when you hire an agent to represent you. And I can't stress enough, open, honest communication is one of the most important things, because whatever you are not disclosing is going to come up. And if it doesn't come up during the deal, I'd rather something be known from the beginning, because I can better handle the situation. Bad news doesn't get better with time. It actually just makes it worse. It could prolong deals. It could put closings off if something comes up the last minute that you knew about that has to be addressed. So it's very, very important to have those conversations in the beginning. I know it's, a lot of it's talking about money and people don't want to talk about it, but It's absolutely important. It's something you have to talk about. You have to discuss your finances with your agent. So make sure that you hire someone that you feel confident and comfortable with and you can trust. That's, I could say, one of the most important things for me, because I've had instances that makes it really difficult. What's going on, Dennis? Thank you for joining. Tim, thank you for joining. Be sure to share this out. Like I said, don't be selfish with this information. And by the way, if you missed last night's episode, it was an amazing episode. We had Allah on here talking about the Inspired by Hearts TV show that he's putting together, that he's created, and it's a really awesome project. So be sure to check out last night's episode if you missed it. And thank you guys again for joining me every night to discuss real estate. I know it's not the most interesting topic, but I appreciate it. And anything that you guys might want to hear about, be sure to let me know. I do get to the topics, even though it's not right away. Sometimes I'm looking for the expert to interview and bring them on the show for you. So thank you for the likes and the loves. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again on Monday.